My name's Simonize, and welcome to another Simonize stream. Today, we're playing on this rogue here, my hardcore character, who is level 33 right now. We're looking to do Nomergon today, get 1 or 2 more levels, and then try to find a group for Nomergon. We've been rocking it on this character, no deaths. We got Scaled Leather Headband of the Whale last session, our first helmet. We've been rocking out with Cruel Barb, although at 33, it's getting near the time where we might think about trying to replace this Cruel Barb if we can find something better. And generally, we've been doing pretty good on this character, and we're going to keep it going. So yeah, we got a little bit of leveling, some Nomergon, and then later today, around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's in like 6 hours, we got a Ulduar 25 man to wrap up the stream back on Wrath of the Lich King. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can go down below the video. There'll be timestamps throughout, so if you want to jump to different sections of the video, you can do that. And if you want to leave a like or subscribe on the video, that would be great. It really helps support my work here. If you like what I'm doing, I'd appreciate it if you did that. Totally free for you. And you might pop by on Twitch. Like we have a lot of Twitch viewers live right now. Ganja the Troll says, yeehaw. Project Remy says, hi Simon. Hello, Project Remy. Lindorn says, yay, Simon time. It is indeed Simon time. We're live 6 days a week at twitch.tv/SimonAsShow. So if you're watching on YouTube, very well might be that, we're live on Twitch at the very moment you're watching. So maybe catch one live if you want to, or stay on YouTube if you please. Now, let's look at what this character's up to. We did a lot of quests in South Shore, and I'm actually not totally sure where to go from here. We might just go ahead and, grind out the rest of the level, hit 34, and then try to do Nomergon quests. Because I'm not really seeing, an area with a bunch of quests I can do. The only thing I was thinking is, maybe we can quest in Dustwallow Marsh, but I'm thinking that might be a little bit too high level for me. We see, there's some of these quests that are about the right level range, and other ones, not so much. Maybe if we could make it to Shimmering Flats, there's a couple quests, but that's, super duper far away. I think the way to go is probably just to grind out a level on either the Murlocs over here or the Nagas over there and hit 34 and then do Nomergon. Zarzul says, hi from Denmark. Hello, how's it going? Before we get going with that, let me take just a moment and go on the other Discords, post my stream alerts there. Give me just a second. 1, 2, Hardcore Streams channel. Where is it? There. And a couple more ones we have to post. Okay, we're good. When we were doing the Murlocs, we could do lions as well. Lions not as good. What we do have to do, we have to craft all this lion meat, cook all the lion meat before we move along. We got our cooking. We had to go all the way to Ashenvale to get the book to do higher level cooking. Tasty lion steak. 17 more soothing spices, and we can make those. Level 20 food that gives us 8 stamina and spirit buff, so that's pretty good. Oh, it's 2 lion meat per. Oh, oopsies. I thought I was going to make 18 of these. We were doing a quest to kill a bunch of lions, so we wound up with a bunch of lion meat, and the quest gave us a recipe to cook the lion meat, so that, perfect. That worked out well. I didn't look close enough at the details of the recipe, though. Oh well, not 9 food is still good. We'll just get rid of the excess spices. We got some syndicate quests, and some quests up in Alterac Mountains, but these are like way too high level for us. Alterac Signet Ring from the syndicate mobs up here. Preserving Knowledge, Dirty Knucklebones, Crushridge Bounty. Those are a little bit too high level for us. At the low level of 33. So I think I'm going to go to the left. There's a lot of Nagas over there. If I go to the right, there's a bunch of Murlocs. And the Murlocs are good because they drop clams pretty frequently, which I can use for cooking. But the Nagas are, I think, better because their layout, they're all positioned where, like, I can attack just one of them at a time. And I don't have to worry about, like, splitting them apart. Whereas the Murlocs come in groups of like 3 and 4 around their camps, and that costs me a lot of time, like carefully pulling them with knives and not being able to like range pull them, or sorry, not be able to pickpocket them because I'm pulling them with range. But these guys should be good, and the 31 and above mobs will drop the next tier of junk box when I pickpocket them. I've been going on battered junk boxes for a long time, but we finally get the next tier of them, the worn junk boxes. It'll help level up my pickpocketing skill, or sorry, my lockpicking skill. There we go, worn junk box. These guys are spellcasters, which are pretty easy for Rogue to take out, and we can utilize our kick ability. Prevent them from doing much to us, but they do have that nasty damage over time. Makes it hard for us to approach the next mob in stealth, but that's okay. When you're looking for mobs to grind, you always want to pick ones where they don't really deal that much damage to you, because if you spend a lot of time healing yourself between pulls, you lose a lot of efficiency. Tara says, F the ogre quest, they are elites. Yeah, I wasn't about to mess with the ogre quest, that's for sure. Nice little kick. Until I come up with a better idea of what to do, how to get this next level, we'll just keep grinding some Nagas. Little bandage. I don't think these drop cloth. It would be great if they dropped cloth. Then I could make more silk bandages, but, you know, you can't have it all. Pickpocketable enemy, you know, drops cloth. Also, you know, appropriate level range to make the grinding efficient. And, you know, they're nice and spread out. You know, it's very rare that you can check all of those boxes. Drop a nice Daggerino, too. Wait, do they? Zeal XXX, thank you for the follow. Says, thought I was following forever ago. I guess not, but now you are. Welcome to the stream. What dagger do they drop, Real River Sticks? I've got okay weapons, but both of them could be upgraded, I'd say. I just always clicked from the Discord notification. Yeah, well, that's fine. Got to interrupt, nice. We got alchemy going on this rogue, so we got a handful of... Oh, I'm not going to be able to interrupt that. We got a handful of different potions. We got an armor potion, we got a, like, healing over time potion, and we got a strength potion all active. I like alchemy. With the hardcore rules, you're not allowed to trade with anyone until you're max level. And that makes your choice of profession, like, much more impactful. Because it's like, man, what I really want from alchemy is I want to have healing potions. Okay? Like, I really want to have a lot of healing potions for playing on a hardcore character. And, like, man, if I could just buy healing potions on the auction house, probably wouldn't level alchemy. Probably go with a different profession. Or, like, even more, like, if I could just trade with people and buy anything that's not bind on pickup, I probably wouldn't level professions at all. I think. Because, like, I would just focus on questing and dungeon drops and stuff, and it's like, man, if I can farm coin and turn my coin into the, like, gear and potions I need, like, why bother with the trouble of, you know, crafting the potions myself? I think the no trading rule that's been implemented by the hardcore community is more impactful to my experience than the, you know, one life rule, honestly. Only know since your guy's doing a dagger only run. Okay, yeah, I know there's a lot of mobs in the world where, like... Oh, this is 2. We can do 2. That's fine. Little blade flurry up. Interrupt that one. Do a potion. We're fine. Everything's fine. Anyways, I know there's a lot of mobs that they have like a 1 or 2% chance to drop like a particular item. And it's not like randomly enchanted. Like you go to the rusted golems in Westfall and they have a chance to drop small hand blade, which is like a fast dagger with +1 agility. Or you go to the crabs and they have a chance to drop crawler tunic or something, which is like a leather chest that has strength and stamina. And it's not crawler tunic of the monkey, it's just crawler tunic. I think that's pretty cool, and it's something I didn't really know about until I started looking at loot drops on, you know, Classic Era for hardcore characters. Looking for, you know, alternative ways that I can acquire decent gear when I can't trade. And it's like, it's something I probably never would have learned about the game if there wasn't the no trading restriction. Because, like, man, if I could just go to the auction house and buy a BOE that's the same, you know, required level as my character level, you know, right on target. It's like, why would I mess around with, like, all these less efficient ways to gather loot and get better gear? Okay, I'm gonna not engage that one yet. I'm gonna bandage up first. It's a little low. Yeah, anyways, I was a little bit disappointed by the announcement yesterday where they did not... Oh, shoot. We don't have Blade Flurry yet. I think we'll be fine here. Got a good opener on this guy. Yeah, we're okay. I was a little bit disappointed that they kind of shied away from implementing anything other than death equals, you know, 1 life. Death equals delete. Well, that's actually not even how they exactly implemented it, but 1 life. That's what they did. And I think a lot of the other rules that the hardcore communities come up with are important to making the experience good. Like, if that server if the official hardcore servers go live and the only officially enforced rule is you can never resurrect, I think I'm actually just not hype about that. I think, like, that's just not actually interesting to me. Because, you know what I'm going to do if the only rule is you can't resurrect? Well, I'm going to, like, grind the most efficient mob. I'm going to do quests, you know, only when they're, like, kill quests or gather quests that are efficient experience gains. And then every couple levels, I'm going to visit the auction house and spend a couple of gold and, you know, buy a bunch of greens of the monkey and, like, not care about pursuing quests halfway around the world because they give a really cool sword or something. Just use the hardcore add-on and use the official... What do I need the official server for if I'm just going to use the hardcore add-on to verify all these additional rules anyways? You know, like, I could keep doing that on Bloodsail Buccaneers, where there's already a bunch of people who've already invested a bunch of time, you know, leveling up under the, you know, verification rules of the add-on. Nice parry, activated my repost to disarm that guy. These guys dropping some clams, not a whole lot. I know the murlocs drop more, but we can cook the tangy clam meat as well. It's another one we've got a cooking recipe for. Shore Hunter, and then if we go farther east, they get actually slightly lower level. Go for these two. There we go. Blade Flurry is up. Slice and Dice is up. Little stun as it starts to run away. Good. 2 down. Good use of Blade Flurry there. Just increased my efficiency. Go a little faster. The only thing that server would add in that form is making it more difficult for griefers, since they would be subject to the 1 life rule as well. Yeah. I mean... yeah. Like... if all it is just 1 life, that's just, like, not that exciting. In my opinion. But we can wait and see. You know, they didn't totally rule out implementing other things. They just only committed to having it be 1 life server. Yeah, and I think one of the main things people complain about with the no trading rule is they talk about things like... oh shoot, I got an alert. ZG buff at 250 and Oni buff at 252. We should try to get both of those. If we plan ahead of time, we can like fly south. We'll be able to get both of them. What was I saying? Yeah, one of the things I think a lot of people complain about with the no trading is there's a handful of items that it's like, it doesn't make sense that these aren't tradable, or they kind of like ruin some professions. I'm speaking mostly about like the metal rods that blacksmiths make that are needed by enchanters to, you know, complete their profession. Yeah, it doesn't make sense that those are not tradable. Like, if you can't level enchanting except by first leveling blacksmithing, yeah, the answer is just put them on vendors. You know, put your inlaid mithril cylinders on vendors, put your goblin rocket fuel on a vendor. You know, maybe make it be a vendor that's like off in some obscure area. So, you know, if you want to, you know, progress your engineering or your enchanting or acquire this, you know, rare thing, you've got to like travel all around the world. And then that's cool. Enchanting and blacksmithing are like impossible. Do you mean blacksmithing? Does blacksmithing have a lot of recipes that need like you know, materials that are made by other professions? Leather? Lots of leather. Oh, okay. So you'd need skinning and mining to support blacksmithing. Yeah, I would say you solve that the same way. Like, you have like leather armor merchants. Just make, I don't know, most leather armor merchants in the game have limited supply of leather on each of them. Or modify those recipes to need something that's obtainable by all professions instead of, you know, skinning. Because, like, blacksmithing is, you know, almost always going to be paired with mining. And then you don't have room for skinning also. I think there's, what I'm generally saying is, like, there's a very obvious workaround to how all of this works. Or to this, like, I think there's a very obvious workaround to the negative impacts of no trading, and that's largely just put things on vendors. I think we should get these world buffs and then do Nomergon with the world buffs. Are the world buffs solo self-found? Look, I just happened to be on Zandalar Island at the time this other guy dropped a world buff, okay? I don't know what you want. Like, that's just what happened. It's not my fault that the other guy decided to drop the world buff at the time I happened to be there. Real River Styx says they should get Mutilate. Imagine if you had Mutilate when you went to fight Valestraz in Blackwing Lair. Oh my god, that would be so good. Like, Backstab's already really good on Valestraz because, you know, you have unlimited energy, so the high energy cost of Backstab doesn't matter. It's just like damage per cast. And Mutilate's like almost as good as 2 backstabs in 1 global. It's not quite that, but like it's way better than backstab. I'm gonna post it in the Looking for Rube chat. Just say like 33 Rogue looking for Nomer after world buffs drop. I think if we get full buffs, it's like, who cares if I'm 33, 34, or 35? We'll just roll through Nomergon full buffed. Get the distract, get the pickpocket, cheap shot. Looks like this guy's killing Nagas also. Maybe we'll move away from the Nagas, kill something else. If we're competing for these spawns, there's not that many of them. It'll be super inefficient. We could go up the river, see if we can kill any of these turtles. We do still have this turtle quest. But it's not even a guaranteed drop off the turtles. I think it's unlikely to complete. Just realized Blizz will introduce official hardcore server during summer. Will you participate? Right now, all they've said is that the hardcore server is, you know, one life, and they haven't confirmed that they would implement any other rules to it. And if that's how it stays, it's like, man, I don't know. That doesn't really seem that interesting to me, honestly. If that's it. But you know, that's far off in the future, so I don't have to know for sure if I'll participate at this point. we can wait for more information to come out and then make a decision when there's more info available. You made my Wrath experience so good, thank you. Happy to see you playing hardcore. Good luck, says Spec Lone Star. Well, I'm glad you I'm glad you like what I'm doing, and I'm glad I've been able to improve your Wrath experience. I'm having fun in hardcore, you know, going out here, making my own way, solo, self-found, all that good stuff. Really, if you're struggling to level up a rogue in hardcore, my main advice would be you should have gotten Cruel Barb to drop when you did Dead Mines. And if you killed Van Cleef and you got something other than Cruel Barb to drop on your one Dead Mines run for that character, that's just a skill issue, and you should get good and try again. I know it's not going to be Season Mastery, but some of the quality of life shit would be nice. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. There's not too much, you know, verified information out. There's still a lot of question marks on what exactly is gonna happen. It's like someone is killing the turtles also. We could go... Where should we go? Dude, someone's killing the Nagas, someone is killing the turtles. We could go either this way for the mountain lions, or up here for the syndicates. Or just, you know, wander through Hillsbrad. Where's this herb? What herb is it? Okay, what? I'm literally on top. What the heck? Oh, there it is. Okay. Blind. It's well camouflaged amongst the other herbs. Oh, Snapjaw. Okay. Slice and dice, let's go. Oh, you know what? I'm actually out of poisons again. I have to go back to town to buy more poison. Inventory is full, thick-shelled clam. Okay, well, we're close enough to town. Let's just hit up town. Level 24. Wave at the friendly orc. 23. These mobs are gray. Bro, we gotta just do... You know what we should do? Let's see, 20 minutes until buffs drop. What we should probably do is go to town, get all the quests for Nomergon, then get in position to get the world buffs. I think it might take that long to get all of that done if we leave now. 20 minutes to fly to Ironforge. Yeah, I think so. We gotta fly to Ironforge, and we gotta walk out into the, like, dwarf starting zone. There's some more stuff we gotta mess with there. Alright, so we didn't really gather that much experience. Let's go to Ironforge, we'll get all of the Nomergon quests, then we'll fly to Westfall, and from Westfall we'll go to Zandalar Isle, then we'll wait till 252 right there, and at 250, they say they're dropping the ZG buff, and then from there we Hearthstone to Stormwind and get the Onyxia head buff. And once we get the Onyxia head buff, then we go to the Darkmoon Fair and get the 10% damage buff right there. And if we don't have a Nomergon group then, well, I guess we just grind out of our mind with 2 hours of insanely juiced world buffs. I can't get Songflower yet. That's in Fellwood. I mean, I believe I could get it if someone summoned me directly there, but we're not there yet. I'm gonna keep posting in the Looking for Group channel. Looking for Gnomer after world buffs. Stranglekelp flying through Menethil Harbor here. I remember this boat with all these pirate dudes. I thought that quest was way more difficult at first, but then I found out you can just enter the ship from the sides because there's like windows and just broken holes in the hull of the ship. You don't have to like go through the ship from the top down. Made that quest a lot easier once I realized that. Oh, we could go for Razor Gnomer. We could go for Razorfen Crawl. Also, I'll put Gnomer or RFK after world buffs. How's my quest log looking? 15. Let's look at the quest log, see if there's anything to abandon. The day after, that's Nomergon. Quest Legend of Stalvan. Yeah, we're probably not doing that. Yeah, we're probably not doing that either. Frees up an inventory slot, too. Major Samuelson in Stormwind Keep. Oh, boy. Real River Styx, thank you so much. Gifting 5 subs. You've gifted a total of 106 subs in the channel. Real River Styx, I appreciate that support. And congratulations to everyone who just got a free gifted sub from Real River Styx. Thank you so much. Big pog damage. Massive W, true. Oh, what are my wetlands quests? The Fall of Dunmodir. Yeah, we probably don't need to do that. Trepid Strongbox Key. Defeat Nekrosh. That's never happening. Alright, just free up some quest log space here. Alright, over here we can start picking up. Nomergon's going to give us a really good leg armor. The Trip Runner Dungarees, which is like the main quest from Nomergon. Killing the last boss. Save Techbot's Brain. Yes, we want that quest. What is this one? Prismatic Punch Card. Yeah, that's another quest. Venture to Nomergon and kill Mechaneer Thermoplug. There it is. 18 agility, 3 strength, 6 stamina. Oh, those are good legs. That'll be a huge upgrade. Over here we got a quest also. 12 essential artificials. Is it just me? I always remembered this quest being about essential artifacts. This says essential artificials. Okay, apparently this quest is about essential artificials and not essential artifacts like I always remembered it. Cloth Quartermaster? No, we don't need that. Alright, we'll clear up some of this inventory space. Open this one. Open that one. If they cared more about essential artifacts, maybe they could have kept Nomer. Wait, did Nomergon get changed in the modern game? Is it removed? I don't know about anything about any version of the game where there's no more Nomergon. Alright, dude, I messaged this 32 warrior who is posting about, you know, Nomergon group after world buffs. "31 Hunter, 32 Warrior..." Okay, the 32 Warrior didn't respond to me when I messaged him. He said he's asking for DPS, and then didn't respond. Oh crap, I don't have very much bank room. I try to put all of these herbs into my bank. It's not going to work out. Well, maybe it is. I guess it is going to work out. I thought it wasn't going to. King's Blood. Okay. Guess we have plenty of room. Alright, we'll go outside to Keranos. Actually, do I need to do that right now? Probably not. We should probably just go directly to the World Buff place. Soothing Spice. I still have a quest to get Soothing Spice. I think that's the turtle quest. Yeah, 1 Soothing Spices, 1 out of 10 turtle meat. Mm-mm. Okay. So we go Stormwind, because we have a quest to turn in there, and then we'll turn in that quest, and then we'll fly to Westfall, and then from Westfall, we'll go to this island here. Land here, go here, swim down there, to get to the island where we get the buff. Bro, I swear to God. We got a 32 warrior who's, you know, not responded to my whispers about joining in this group, but is in need of DPS. We got a 31 hunter who's requiring caster DPS for his group. Presumably because, I don't know, he wants all the melee weapons and all the leather, perhaps? I don't know. I'm just guessing here. Neither of them are interested in inviting me to their group and haven't even responded to my messages requesting to join. Well, if we don't have a Nomergon group, that's fine. We can still just take these world buffs and grind a bunch of mobs. That will work too. It's not a bad thing. Because we will kill mobs so very fast. Trying to find... I remember seeing a list of different zones or areas where there were good, good fast mob spawns. And I want to look at that list to see if I can find that list again. I'm looking on some of the Discords I'm in. Tips and tech. Nope. Alright, I don't think I can find this. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like where I should even go if I'm gonna end up grinding mobs, which is the way it looks like, because none of the existing Gnomer groups want to invite me, apparently. Okay, where's this quest we need to turn in? Way over here? Reassignment? Okay, we can go over there. Let's go to the poison vendor. Grab the poisons or reagents for crafting instant poison. We don't have to craft them right away, but we want to have those in the inventory. Clean up the rest of our stuff. I'm gonna get rid of that stupid turtle meat. I don't think I'm ever gonna complete that turtle meat quest. Alright, Dust of Decay. And we need what kind of vial? Leaded vial. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, get rid of the rest of this stuff. Fish oil, Naga scale, interlace boots, crappy healing potion. I don't know what these syndicate emblems are for. There we go. Scroll of protection, we also don't need that. Okay. 7 minutes. We might have to just boogie. We're actually getting close to the time for the... Yeah, we have to just go directly to ZG Isle. We might... Actually, at this time, we might not even make it there. So the plan is to go to ZG Island, get the buff there at 250, and then Hearthstone back to Stormwind. But I may have incorrectly estimated the time here. I want to fly to Westfall and then beeline to Zandalar Island here. Actually, sprint, of course. We'll get, let's see, 5-minute cooldown, so we'll get one more sprint before the buff drop time. We got to get fully world buffed, or, I mean, what's even the point of playing, you know? I keep posting in the looking for group chat. Look, this is important. Wonder how many levels we could get if we just grind mobs once we have these buffs. Just buy a summon? I don't think that's really allowed. Alright, this way. We can't exactly mount. I don't know if we're gonna make it in time. I think so. I'll put up a channel prediction. Start prediction. Will we make it in time for ZG buff? Yes. No. Let's not walk into the group of mobs. Not that they'd hurt me, just that they'd probably daze me and slow me down. Alright, prediction is up. Are we making it in time for the ZG buff? We're gonna get one more use of sprint before the buff is scheduled to drop. I've never gotten the ZG buff on hardcore before. I've gotten the Onyxia buff a couple of times. I think the only way we make this in time is if it's a minute or two late. I think that's about the amount of time we need to make it here. Because we're just a little bit slow. Not walking through Westfall instead of being mounted through Westfall. 248. Druid dead in Teldrassil, no problem. Does not concern us. When this hits 249, I'll start this so we have a seconds counter. There we go. Okay, when this hits 60, that's when the buff is scheduled to drop. Eight seconds. 5 seconds on sprint. There's a herb over here. Yeah, this isn't a super good use of sprint, but we don't have any other actually good uses of it, because it's just like... Here we go. Look at this, mage is coming in too, level 31. Oh, we're almost there. If it hasn't dropped yet, I think we're making it. Nope. No, we missed it. No, it just went out. The yell just went out. Oh, we were 30 seconds away. Oh, no. Damn. We were so close. Okay, we Hearthstone. We can still get Onyxia buff and the other buff. We were literally 30 seconds away. There goes the raid squad with their Spirit of Zandalar. Okay, prediction. We did not make it for the ZG buff. God, I tried so hard on that one. I knew about it ahead of time. I just didn't correctly estimate how much time it would actually take to do all those flights and get into position. Here's the Onyxia buff. You didn't specify which ZG buff. I mean, okay, but you know, the one that we missed. Okay. Now we go get the Dark Moon Fair one. Dude, there's two different Nomergon groups trying to form right now that are now specifying they need caster DPS. Bunch of buffed up noobs going to spread misery into Elwind Forest. Look, we're not going to stick around in Elwind for that long. We're just going to roll up, you know, get our buffs and leave. No one's even paying attention to the poor little forest spider. Oh, Defias Cutpurse trying to get on that person. No shot. Dude, that guy's got the ZG buff too, but I missed it. Look at these people. They're all walking faster than me because they have ZG buff. Yikes. Okay, where do we even go now? It looks like we're not going to find a dungeon group, which is unfortunate. That's disappointing. But Razorfen Crawl. Oh, nope, that's another rogue forming the group. They're probably not going to invite me on account of they are a rogue. Okay, first option. We got a 10% damage buff. Look at that. Okay, we're super jacked up, and now we need to find a good place to grind mobs at. Do we actually just go south into Duskwood? I know there's some... We could go south into Duskwood. Red Ridge Mountains, I think, is too low level. Duskwood Crypt could have some decently high-level mobs. I think they're like level 29 or so. Or we go back to Hillsbrad and we go to the Syndicate mobs up here. I think that is probably our best bet. The Syndicate mobs are good. They're, you know, high level. And with buffs, we should be able to knock them down pretty quick. It's a bit of a flight to get there, but oh well. And we can sit around looking for a dungeon group while we do that, trying to hit 34. I think that'll be the plan. We'll go back into Hillsbrad. We'll fight some Syndicate mobs. Syndicate mobs should be good on account of... they drop cloth, they're pickpocketable, and appropriate levels. If you had the ZG buff, you would have made the ZG buff. That's true. If I had the movement speed from a previous ZG buff, I would have made it in time for this ZG buff. Okay, these things are good. We didn't get all the ones I wanted, but we got I mean these are the better 2 of the 3 possible buffs, that's for sure. That's a buff pyramid scheme. Yeah, a little bit. We could also go to Theramore. I don't know what level a lot of the mobs in Theramore are. But I think that's a zone that might have mobs of the appropriate level for us to grind. Let's fly north to Menethil, and we can decide on the way. And then if we decide we want to go farther. So let's look at this. Classic. Dustwallow Marsh is the zone. Level 36 to 61. NPCs. Level range. Sentry Point Guard. Yeah, okay, these things start at 35. $35 to $36. Probably just a little bit too much. This is Diddy Kong Racing OST? Yes. That's exactly what it is. If we instead go to Badlands? What are the Shadowforge mob levels? 35 to 36, 35 to 37. Okay, that's not good either. Desolus Arathi Highlands. Ooh. Arathi Highlands could be good, right? What are the level ranges here? Dark Iron Bombardier. Oh, these are like level 30 elites in the north of Wetlands. Are those good for us to grind at this level? They could be good. Chuck Steeg says, you almost forgot. I think you are very cool, and I like you a lot. Chuck Steeg, thank you. I appreciate your kind messages. Syndicate Highwayman, Witherbark Troll. Maybe we go Arathi Highlands. This looks like it has some Syndicate Mercenary, Witherbark Shadowcaster. Boulder Fist Ogre. Where's, what was that? Boulder Fist Ogre, 32 to 33. Yeah, dude, let's just go to Refuge Point, and then we'll go over here and grind a bunch of ogres and trolls. That sounds like a perfect spot. Also, maybe we can find Kovork. Yeah, dude, if we can find this guy, he drops this weapon. A 3.0 speed mace. That's one of the slowest one-handed weapons in the game. I don't think it goes any slower. There's just a couple different ones. There's like 2 or 3 different weapons that are 3.0 speed. Yeah, this would replace Cruel Barb. But this is a rare spawn. Yeah, I'm definitely doing this. We're going Refuge Point, then we're going over here. We'll just kill a bunch of mobs there. Or someone will invite us to a dungeon group. Gonna hit 34, maybe 35 if we move quick. Okay, now that I have like an actual location in mind, an actual plan of what to do, I'm way more excited. I was a little bit lost of like what level or what zone I should go to. And this is perfect. We can look for Kovork. Maybe get his rattle. Let's look at what this item looks like. Okay. Unsurprisingly, it looks like a fairly generic mace. 20% drop if we find the rare spawn. And then he just drops a bunch of other random stuff. Okay, we don't have any, like, quests to turn in here. So we'll just go straight to Refuge Point. And then we're almost there. We're almost back to the action. We're on a mission. Okay, what's definitely going to happen, 100% for sure guaranteed, is one, the rare spawn's going to be active, and we're going to get the 20% drop off of the rare spawn to get Kovork's rattle, okay? That's just how it's going to go. I mean, it's not really even a question mark. Organize this a little bit better. Got a lot of inventory room too. That's good. Stromgarde Keep. That place is scary. There's a bunch of high-level elites. Not interested in fighting into Stromgarde Keep, that's for sure. Mesa Buzzards level 37. This is an area of the zone that we're not gonna approach right away. The elite circle, or the elemental circles, these look like they're level 38, 39, so they're high end of the level range for the zone. There's the ogre hill that we're gonna go to. And here's Refuge Point. Let's see if there are any good quests we can pick up here. I know some of them are gonna be a little on the high level side, but probably some are good. Highwaymen and mercenaries, okay, we can do that. Merez Cowl. No, he's one of the Stromguard NPCs. Worth its weight in gold. Witherbark Tusk, Witherbark Medicine pouches. Okay. General goods. Do I need to vendor anything here? I don't think so. Clam meat. Oh, we were gonna cook the clam meat. We can do that. Tangy clam meat. We need hot spices. Superior tradesman. 10 hot spices. We can make our 10 goblin deviled clams, and then that'll free up inventory space. Whoopsies. Oh, it's still making the clams. Okay. Then we still had to craft potions. That's the last thing. Two more of these. And now we make some of these. And then once we're done making the instant poisons, we'll finally actually be ready to play the game. Which we haven't been doing so far. We've just been traveling around the world. What is this guy? Superior Mace Crafter? We could see what he's got for sale. Some of these vendors will have, like, limited supply weapons that are actually rather good. Three, two. Oh my god. Can it craft any slower? There we go. Solid iron maul. Truncheon. Wait, these are all white items. Okay. Screw this. I'm drinking my potions and getting out of here. Troll's Blood Potion, Elixir of Defense, Elixir of Ogre Strength. 1 week until the next round. Next round of world buffs, do you mean? Oh, the PTR. Yeah, right. Next weekend, my guild will actually be doing 25-man PTRs because we can, you know, schedule them ahead of time instead of, like, having to formulate a 25-man raid team with 30 hours notice like it was the first time. But yeah, so we're planning to have, like, instead of just a pug group going into the 25-man raid, we're going to have a guild roster going in, a competent team. So we should be able to just smash it multiple times over. Like, the first one might be a little slow, but then I assume we'll just do extra clears for extra reps and extra, like, learning. Oh, wait. This rogue, this is the same rogue that was posting about making Razorfen Crawl group. I remember, they went and got buffs, and they have the other buff that we don't have. Unlucky for us. Alright, let's go into the cave, see if we can find Kovork. Kovork. I did a slash target on him, and I didn't find him. Dustin, how's it going? We are ready to do Nomergon if you want. I have just been unable to find a group. Nomergon or Razorfen Crawl. Yeah, this other guy can aggro. That's fine. Blade Flurry. Knock them both down at once. Little bandage. What is he doing? Demoralizing shout? Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry, caves aren't that scary when you have world buffs. Evasion, Vanish, Health Potion, Thistle Tea, Sprint. We can and like these mobs don't even run away in fear. So I just have to stand and kill each one and then it's fine. You leveled so fast, Rogue's OP might have to miss Nomer if you do it today. Oh, are you not able to come on today? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, just evasion. I didn't think the Witch Doctor was going to aggro also. Kill the healing ward, of course. Alright, pull the Witch Doctor back a little bit. No problem. Wait, killing that Witch Doctor gave me reputation with the Wildhammer clan. Okay. I guess. Little junk box. Let's see who's at the back of this cave. Yep, just one at a time. Nice. Thought there was a chance we might pull that other enforcer right there. This looks to me like a good grind spot. I'm happy staying here and just killing a bunch of mobs. Wanted to be higher level for Nomer so everyone's safe? Yeah. I mean, we could just chill and like do it later. Probably, if not today, the next time I'll be doing hardcore would be not Monday, not Tuesday, not Wednesday. Thursday would be the next time for hardcore. Wait, where's the rare spawn? I think this is the rogue that was over here. Yeah. No, the rogue. Same level as me. Is this guy a cruel barb enjoyer? It's not a cruel barb enjoyer. Unfortunate. For him. Or her. Iron deposit back there? No problem. We don't need that. I guess the problem with this spot is, I don't think it's any form of a hyper spawn, so it's prone to just being too crowded with too many people around. But let's let that guy go one way, we'll go the other way. Hopefully there's enough mobs around for the both of us. I think we'll be able to see Kovork easily if we find him, because like most of these ogres are blue, And the image of Kovork we saw on Wowhead was, he was like a yellow-skinned ogre instead of a blue-skinned ogre, so he'll kind of stand out from the other ones. Shadowcaster. Okay. We'll go for it. What the? Imp minion? Okay, get out of my face. There we go. We can't get that interrupt. Alright, let me mix up the music track. This is at the end of the OST, so it's just playing a bunch of weird sound effects. Here we go. Golden Sun. Love this one. Ricto says that's kind of... Listen, it's just descriptive, okay? There's a difference between being racist and being descriptive, okay? It's not the same thing. Spoken like a true descriptive... Okay, I see this is not a thing to... I see this is maybe not a discussion to engage with you guys with. Man, I had a good, what I thought was a good suggestion, and I put it on the Warcraft Logs Discord the other day. You know, totally off topic. Let me just go off on this tangent now instead of talking about yellow and blue-skinned ogres. Basically, my suggestion was to try to make... Well, before I get to the suggestion, Warcraft Logs, of course, assigns, like, individual parse scores to individual players' performance, but we all know that, like, an individual performance is, you know, influenced heavily by the team that the person plays in. So, like, you can have a bad player that gets a inflated individual score because they're playing with a, you know, really good team. So it makes it so the individual parse score that's assigned to them is, you know, not as useful for determining individual player skill, because it's, you know, influenced by these things that aren't up to the individual. So my goal was to make a suggestion that could, you know, provide a little bit more insight to that, make it a little bit more useful. Dude, this guy's over here. Oh, we got a sprint. All the ogres are dead. Dude, having two people here at once? Mm-mm. Going back in the cave. Anyways, my suggestion was to track another metric where it's like, after you kill a boss, you figure out everyone's individual parse, and then you can figure out the raid's average parse on that boss. And maybe you do only the average parse amongst the damage dealers or something like that. Well, now there's a druid here too. Okay, this is starting to be problematic. There's like too many people in my ogre cave. Anyways, you figure out the raid average parse, and then you measure how far above or below each individual's parse is compared to the raid average. So, like, if you're in a raid and, like, the average Ignis parse is a 76, and you had an 80, you know, you're a little bit above average. You get a +4. Whereas if the raid average parse is a 76 and you got a 76, 74, then you'd have a -2. And this like +4, -2, maybe like +8 or whatever, you know, that gets tracked for each boss. And then those like those small like plus minus figures get averaged, and then that gets displayed on the main character page, and that's your performance versus the raid average. And the idea is that, like, if your number is close to 0 for your performance compared to raid average, then that would indicate that, yeah, you're playing in a team that's about the same skill level as you. That's either good team, good player, or shit team, shit player. Or if your performance versus raid average is negative, then that implies that maybe, you know, you're a little bit underperforming compared to your team. And then if your performance is positive, it means, like, you know, you're being held back a little bit by your team. You're overperforming compared to your team's average. And then, so I explained this, I think, more succinctly than I just explained it to you in the Warcraft Logs Discord. And then I made the mistake of engaging with discourse and with all the other people in the Warcraft Logs Discord. I learned that that is not really a place for discussion, you know, whatever. Basically, just about every single complaint about this suggestion was like, you could cheese it in this way, therefore it's a useless metric. And it's like, it didn't matter how many times I explained to these people, it's like, you can cheese every metric on Warcraft logs if you set out to cheese it. That doesn't mean that every metric gets cheesed. How would that work with kind of niche specs? Like, it seems easier to parse higher on less competitive specs. Here's the thing. You play a Frost Mage in a raid, like, you have less competition, there's less optimization for it. Great. Whatever. You have one Frost Mage in your raid that, say, parses a 99 because it's just, like, not that difficult to do a high parse on a Frost Mage. Fine. One Frost Mage parsing a 99 doesn't really skew the raid average parse that much. Maybe you say, okay, well then we'll put 5 Frost Mages into our raid. And then they'll all, you know, parse high. Or will they? Because now you have 5 Frost Mages in your raid that do subpar DPS, and then, like, your kill time is longer. And the kind of idea of this is, like, a rising tide lifts all boats, right? If you have a raid with fast kill times, good debuff uptime on the boss, and good buff uptime on the players, it's going to make everyone's parses better. But if you start flooding the raid with, you know, either shit players or players playing shit specs, well, then you stop having fast kill times. Maybe you still have good buff and debuff uptime, but, like, you certainly don't get competitive kill times by putting, you know, enough Frost Mages in the raid to meaningfully impact the raid average parse. And the goal of the metric isn't to be perfect, but it's to give you a much better at-a-glance analysis of a player when looking at their character page. Because right now, when you just have, like, best performance average and median performance average, it really doesn't tell you that much about the individual. Like, you don't know if they're a good player playing in a shit team, or maybe they're a shit player playing in a really good team, and that's why their parse is high. But if you had this little indicator that's like, they're performing above or below average compared to their team, that would give you a lot more context as to whether the individual is good or not. I mean, there's a lot of things that the team has to, you know, that the team does that's not, you know, directly a product of the individual, that has a big impact on the individual. It's like, man, maybe your warriors maybe they don't put up, 5 stacks asunder until 30 seconds into the fight. Because they want to press their whirlwind or whatever it is they do. Or, maybe you don't have a 13% spell damage debuff in your raid. Because, I don't know, your DKs go frost and all the warlocks didn't even realize it, so they just kept doing Curse of Agony. Or, the simplest and clearest thing to look at is just like your kill time has such a big influence because you have like limited duration buffs and cooldowns, most notably heroism. So heroism lasts 40 seconds, right, when you use it, or bloodlust if you're horde, same spell. If you have a 2-minute kill of Ignis the Furnace Master, that's reasonably fast. That's 120 seconds, so 40 seconds heroism means you have 33% uptime of heroism during that boss encounter. That's pretty good. That's a lot of uptime. But what happens if you add just 30 seconds to that kill time? When you add 30 seconds to the kill time, you go up to a 150 second kill time, and instead of having 33% uptime of heroism, you now have 26% uptime of heroism. Okay? So imagine a player in the 2-minute kill and a player in the 2-minute 30 kill. The player in the 2-minute kill has 33% uptime of heroism. If you took them and put them into the 2-minute 30 kill, they would have a heroism. It'd be equivalent to giving them a heroism that lasts an extra 10 seconds, basically. That's hard to compete with and very impactful. Like, the percentage uptime of heroism is very different based on your kill times. And that doesn't just go for heroism, that's just one that, applies to every single class. It's like, that has to do with, what percentage of uptime you have on Adrenaline Rush and Blade Flurry, and like every other class that has like some kind of major cooldown that's influenced by this. Do you think in lower performing guilds that would lead to a lot of toxicity, i.e. the 80 average parser flaming the 30 average parser? I mean, I think that flaming is going to go on whether or not you add this metric. I think someone who's going to flame people in their own raid in that way is going to do it whether or not you tell them that they're above or below average the team compared to the team. Male combat gauntlets. What did I just get here? Not good for me. Imp minion, go away. Got him. Back on the Shadowcaster. No is still chilling here. Dude, if we keep going around the cliff in opposite directions, we're gonna keep killing each other's mobs. Oh no. Anyways, I thought it was a good suggestion, so that's why I thought I'd tell you guys about it. And then my experience of sharing it on the Warcraft Logs Discord is like a handful of people were like, "That's a good idea," and then a bunch of people were like, "You could grief it in this way, therefore it's useless." And it was really funny. One guy said something along the lines of like, "Oh, you could cheese this mechanic or this metric by, not uploading logs where you performed below average." And then, it would artificially inflate that, and it's like, this metric is useless because you could cheese it in that way, was his message. And I responded to him, and I was like, yeah, you know about the median parse average, and you know how you could, you could cheese that by not uploading logs that you performed, below average on? And you know how people don't do that, even though there's already a metric displayed on the character page that could be cheesed in the exact same way you're describing? And fucking miracle, a miraculous idea to this guy that, people didn't already do the method of cheesing he described that he said would completely invalidate my suggestion. Anyways, I think that would be good, and I think like a big problem with Warcraft logs in terms of how it analyzes World of Warcraft is like it's a team game, and Warcraft logs assigns individual scores to performances that are a product of both the individual and the team, and I don't really feel like they do anything to address that fact or like try to make their individual scores more meaningful as actual individual scores. I pressed mutilate better than you. No, dude, here's the thing, Sprouts. My Envenom crit more times than yours. Therefore, I'm a better rogue. Okay? That's how that works. That's like a whole different issue, but I think it's funny how big of an influence simple coin flips and RNG have on your damage output. It's like whether or not your Envenom crits or not, it like has such a big swing to your, DPS for that encounter, and it's nothing more than a coin flip. Has nothing to do with your player skill or anything like that. It's just like, oh, you got more Envenom crits? Congratulations. Here's 150 extra DPS because your Envenom crit twice more than mine. And it's like when you look and see that there's these, essentially purely RNG factors that have that big of an influence on your performance, that's kind of why I just don't care about, DPS parsing, because, like, yeah, some parts of it are skill, but the parts of it that are RNG I feel like largely, have such a outsized influence on the outcome that it kind of diminishes the importance of your player's skill. I think most people are half asleep on Ignis. Bro, dude, Ignis is one of the best bosses in the raid. Dude, the opening part of Ulduar is so cool because there's two bosses that are basically just target dummies for rogues, and you get to flex on the meter. Except, actually, they're even more exciting. So it's Ignis and XT, right? Like, there's not a lot of mechanics you have to worry about that, like, impact your DPS on those. Except for the ones that are totally RNG, whether you get them or not. Whether you get put in the slag pot on Ignis, unlucky. Unlucky. And whether you get multiple gravity bombs on XT, the first gravity bomb you can always negate, without too much loss of uptime. You like nitro boot away, and then you Cloak of Shadows, and then you come back, and you've lost like 3 seconds tops. And it's like, it's bad, but it's not that bad. But the other ones where you don't have sprint or nitro boot, and you don't have cloak, those cost you significantly more uptime. Back to full health. We got a Witherbark Troll. Dude, we gotta find Kovork. Why? I traveled all the way to the Arathi Highlands, hoping to find this Kovork rare spawn, and then hoping to get a 20% drop off of the rare spawn that isn't even guaranteed to be alive. And now I'm disappointed that things didn't go exactly according to my plan, and I didn't find the rare spawn and get the rare item that he drops. So I'm disappointed. We gotta find Kovork, so we can get Kovork's rattle. Stammer's Fat Hammer, you got slag potted 3 times. Dude, you know what's the absolute worst, though? Is when you get slag potted right at the very end of the fight. Because, like, then you get thrown out of the slag pot, and then the boss immediately dies, and you don't even get a chance to utilize the haste buff that it gives you for being slag potted. I can only get slag potted once because you just died. What a raid, Lorraine and Bill Pop. Turns out slag pot is a guaranteed death mechanic. I didn't know that. Alright, I think I cleared the cave now. Yeah. No one else is alive. No more ogres in the cave. We'll go to the outside. Damn, there's a rogue in my guild. Says, I really don't want to go alchemy / herbalism, but thistle tea and agi potions. And I'm like, yeah, also fade leaf for blind. Just like, there's so many rogue abilities that it's like, yeah, you kind of need to be alchemy and herbalism. Like, at least herbalism to make thistle tea and to make blinding powder. The whole kit, you know, there's some essential parts of the kit that don't work without that. Lil Velho, hello. Hardcore with Chrono Trigger OST, Majestic. Simon, hello. Thank you for the Prime. I appreciate that. Yeah, later today, we're doing lots of hardcore. I was hoping to do a dungeon today. We'll see if we can find a group for it. But, you know, right now we're just chilling. We're leveling. Later today, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are planning to do Old War 25-man GDKP. That's going to be great. We got our second most geared rogue, Simon 3, and we're playing in a group that I don't usually play in. I thought it was a RFK day. Yeah, it could be Razorfang Crawl or Nomergon. I was looking for a group earlier, but the only other groups that were forming were these stupid groups that were like, doesn't want to invite any other leather DPS, only wants caster DPS, okay? Very cringe. Not inviting rogues. Let me see if I'll post again in the LFG channel looking for Nomer or RFK. 33 rogue. We're almost going to be 34. I mean, we're more than halfway. This has turned out to be a reasonably good grind spot, and the world buffs, as expected, are quite good. Would be even better if we got that ZG buff, but we were like 30 seconds too late. I wonder if I have unit scan add-on. Looks like no. I could get unit scan. So it's like if I'm grinding around here where I know a rare spawn is potentially spawning, I would like to have a like add-on alert that tells me if it detects Kovork having spawned. Because then I know, like, if that goes off, then I know to like look around and try to find him. But, you know what? We'll be fine. We can just keep grinding the trolls and the ogres. We're actually doing a quest for these trolls also. Witherbark tusks. And, let's see, medicine pouches. And, there's one other thing that we were trying to get off of them. Oh, tusk, medicine pouch, and shadow hunter knife. It's this quest here. Worth its weight in gold, which is apparently a level 36 quest for me right now. A little bit higher level. Didn't play the last TOC PTR. Do add-ons work with the updated Dragonflight client? Like most PTRs, you've just got to go update all of your add-ons. A lot of them are broken, Lorena Del Pop. So, yeah, like, if you just do the same add-ons you have now, they're largely not going to work, but you go do a quick update on them, and most of them will have updates that make them functional. Hey, Simon, glad to see you on the grind. Rizamia, hello. How's it going? I had fun with the first PTR, but I'm definitely excited to do the second PTR because my guild's going to have actually organized 25-man teams to do the 25-man difficulty content. And I felt like I was only able to experience that doing pugs in the first PTR, which just aren't as organized, aren't as high caliber of performance that I'm used to. So it was a little disappointing that couldn't experience the content the way I wanted to because it was so short notice. But next time we're gonna hit it hard. We're gonna do lots of 25-man heroic clears, kill all the bosses, pump all the damage. We already learned a couple of neat tricks about how to do extra damage, how to negate some mechanics from the first PTR, so we'll practice those a little bit more on the second one and see if we can find out anything new. My guild's organizing 25-man too? Hell yeah. My guild can barely organize 25-man on live. Oh no. Yeah, maybe that's not... Maybe the, 25-man PTR stuff is gonna be, too much for your guild, I'd guess, Zeal. Oops, that distract did not hit this did not hit this mob at all. The current talent tree is actually linked on 60 upgrades through the Discord. There's a post on the Discord channel that has all of my different characters from Wrath of the Lich King and Hardcore and has links to show their gear, talents, and glyphs. Basically, we're combat build, but we took 2 points into assassination for remorseless strikes. That should tell you mostly what's going on here. Lucy says, you say that we're not in the same position. What do you mean, not in the same position? I don't follow exactly what you're saying, Bellicity. Why do these ogres have crude pocket watch? Do they really have any need to tell the time of day in their ogre lifestyle? Pickpocket or picklock. Open up some of these junk boxes. We can't get 25 on the PTR either. I mean, we couldn't do it the first weekend, but I'd assume that with our, ahead of time scheduled stuff, we're going to be able to do it this coming weekend. Dude, what I wouldn't give for Glyph of Picklock. Didn't know the Hardcore Classic was updated too. 2i for being based. Simon, you're very welcome. Yeah. Yeah, turns out... I know you guys want to see that kind of stuff, but also... It's, sometimes... Like, right now, it's kind of whatever. Like, here, you want to see my talents? We'll check out my talents. But certainly when I'm trying to engage in the game, doing something active like a dungeon or a raid, and people ask show your gear, show your talents, show your glyphs, it gets a little annoying. So I try really hard to make sure those 80 upgrades and 60 upgrades links are always updated, so I can be like, yo, you want to see my talents? You want to see my gear? You want to see my glyphs? Boom, right there for you. and then it doesn't, like, disrupt the stream or disrupt what I'm doing. Medicine pouch number 4. Okay. We need 5 more tusks and 1 Shadow Hunter knife. I don't think we can get the Shadow Hunter knife here, but we can definitely get the tusks. We might have to go to a different troll area to get the Shadow Hunter knife. Don't be rude on the Bohemian Ogre lifestyle. Sap. Oh, jeez. I didn't think we were going to aggro all 3 of them. But, that's actually totally fine, as you can see here. We're just demolishing them. 1, 2... Oh, there's another one. We're still not in trouble. By the way. Razorfen Crawl just got a group offer from a 31 paladin. They say they need 2 DPS. I'd be game to do Razorfen Crawl. Let's say... What level are the group? What level is the tank and healer? Just do a little bit of screening. You know, we don't want to join a group where we're just gonna get fucking owned. I say the tank is 31 paladin and healer is 31 priest. 32 hunter and 32 rogue as the other group members. I don't know how I feel about paladin tanks in Classic. I'll pass, thank you for the offer. Sounds like you need some caster DPS in there anyways. I mean, there's a lot of gear competition, but, like, I want to just do the dungeon, really. I'm a little suspect on 31 paladin tank. he says the healer is greedy and they're intentionally not inviting any other cloth. Respect, man. If you just straight out admit that, I respect that. Whoopsies, did not mean to blade flurry there. We'll just chill, we'll keep killing ogres. Keep believing that we're gonna find Kovork spawning and get the legendary 3.0 speed mace that he drops. It's basically a legendary. Dude, here's the thing. The best content, in my imagination, is actually getting to 60 and being able to do level 60 raids in hardcore. That's what I think the best content is. Intentionally doing sketchy dungeon groups to maybe die and get a good reaction clip out of the, you know, character. That's short-sighted content, okay? If you just want to see streamers do dumb things and die, there are plenty of content creators just doing dumb things and being bad at the game and dying. That's not what you're gonna get here. You're gonna get a guy going to level 60, gearing up and out DPSing everyone else in his raid because of my insane knowledge of game mechanics and loot luck. I mean, let me give you a demonstration of how complicated the, you know, rogue rotation is at level 60, and like how much skill you really need to master it. You know, so like you can identify, you know, a highly skilled rogue like myself versus just, you know, your average run-of-the-day rogue, run-of-the-mill rogue. Okay, let's go to the general chat, pinned messages. Look at this. Look at it. Backstab, 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 slice and dice. Backstab, 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 slice and dice. That's skillful gameplay right there. I think that other rogue left. I haven't seen him for a while. No, the level 33. Or at least was level 33. And look, assuming Joyous Journeys comes back on Wrath of Lich King, we'll probably level up Rogue number 4. And then we can start doing... we can play on Simon 4. Because, holy shit, Trial of the Crusader is going to be... it's going to be a quick raid. Let's be real. It's going to be one where we definitely have we'll definitely have time each week to play a 4th character. Be higher level and ready on Thursday, says Dustin. Okay, well, I'll save at least one dungeon to be done on Thursday. But, you know, if I find a suitable group today, I'll probably send it for one or the other dungeon. But yeah, good to know. And I'll, yeah, good to know. Dustin, you've been good in the other dungeons we've done, of course, so I appreciate that. My inventory is full. Oh, my poisons fell off also. Alright, we gotta go back to town. Got a zillion silk cloth. This has been a good farm. Getting all the silk cloth, we're going to be able to level up our, whatchamacallit, first aid. We'll get a lot of first aid skill from all this silk cloth. We'll go back here, vendor everything. Then we got at least another hour of these world buffs. Oh, there's a gold thorn. We should get that. Gold thorn is like a new herb that I haven't gotten before. And it is used in a couple of recipes I already have, so I want to grab all the gold thorn. Oh, shit. What's this undead rogue doing? Undead player. Are they going for the same gold thorn as me? Oh, is that going to aggro on them? Like, did I unintentionally... No. Okay, they're not going for my gold thorn. Okay. Damn right you aren't. The undead mage, not a undead rogue. I don't know why I said undead rogue. Okay, gold thorn acquired. This is also like a really good spot to grind on account of... Look at, town is only this far away. That's kind of crazy. Most like grinding spots, you have to go pretty far to find a vendor. But with a vendor this close, that's nice. Okay, we opened up all of the lock boxes that we got. So first we'll vendor all the other crap. Wool cloth we don't need. Garbage. Gauntlets of the Bear. Stamina strength. So we could trade basically 1 for 1 agility for stamina if we equipped these. I'll keep the agility. Deathweed, that's a poison reagent. We don't really need to hold on to that. Can buy it from the vendor when we need it. Eagle Belt, not interested. Can't equip. Essence of Agony, no thank you. Mulgore Spice Bread, get out of here. Blinding Powder. I guess we can hold on to Blinding Powder. We get blind at level 34, which is, you know, 6 bubbles away. So not very far away until we get that. Mana Potion, goodbye. Okay, I think we've gotten rid of all of the crap in our inventory. Repair. And then we need to open up First Aid. Oh shoot, we're high enough skill to learn the Mage Weave Bandage now. We don't have any Mage Weave Cloth, but we're at 210. That's what you need for Mage Weave Bandage. So yeah, I mean, I can turn all these into heavy silk bandages. But I think, like, as soon as we start grinding just slightly higher level mobs, we should start seeing a lot of Mage Weave and move up a bandage tier. I want to find out what these are for. Syndicate Emblem. Let's see what we can find out. Dropped by, pickpocketed from, objective of... Here's what you get for turning these in. 110 rep per emblem. Needed to turn in 29 to upgrade to friendly. What? These are just for reputation with Ravenhold? That's useless. Does this give experience? 100 reputation with Ravenhold. Looks like no experience. So they're useless. Goodbye. Goodbye, Syndicate Emblems. Hello, inventory space. Reapply some instant poison. Here and here. Can't believe I haven't found a green shoulder yet. Like, I got a helmet already, and I still don't have a shoulder that gives me any kind of stats whatsoever. I think some of this gear is getting a little bit outdated. Level 19 on the belt, 21 on the pants. Level 18 white shoulder. Fenris hide, a little outdated, I'd say. Wolf bracers at level 20. If we could find anything to replace those, that would be swell. Alright, we'll go back over to the ogres. Maybe eventually we'll go over to the Witherbark trolls. There's not a whole lot of quests in this zone that we can do at this level. But while we have these insane world buffs, we want to make use of them, just squishing as many mobs as we can. Don't want to waste too much time traveling, you know, back and forth, traveling around the world. Just want to find a nice, cozy ogre mound and slay a bunch of ogres. Maybe we'll get the rest of the Witherbark Troll Tusks while we're here, and then we can go into the southeast where we get the... I presume that's where we'll find the Shadow Hunter knife. And then we only have to kill one of them and get that one Shadow Hunter knife to complete the quest. I'm just gonna go in the cave, actually. Screw the outside. Wool cloth. Oh, that's garbage. Who wants wool cloth these days? Oh shit, someone else is in here. Ignore. Fuzzy Wuzzy, level 32 druid. Okay, but if Kovork is here, it's mine, not yours, Mr. Druid. I'm gonna kill Kovork, not you. Easy, 220 experience. Little pickpocket. Oh, we got a double? That's fine. We've got Blade Flurry for that. Yeah. Blade Flurry is pretty good, huh? Oh, I let my Slice and Dice go away. Loot both of them. 220 experience each. A little bit of coin. I think these humanoids are really good grind just because you get to pickpocket them and you get to loot them. Ooh, resist. It's not what I was expecting. So you generally make a fair amount of coin per enemy. Corey1826, hello. Thank you for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the stream. How much gold do I have? 31? Maybe I'm not making quite as much as I thought I was. Witherbark Tusk, 8 out of 10. That's good. Let's get rid of this quest tracker. Oh, can I not change it in combat? I think that's a thing. Eat food. There we go. At least Fuzzy Wuzzy has a cool name. Fuzzy... That's just a good druid name. It's a good quality druid name. How much is this? 68? Ugh. A big attack power reduction. Good, plenty more silk cloth. Wildhammer clan reputation increasing. We get 5.2 reputation per troll we kill with Wildhammer clan, and we now have 260 reputation with them. I came here, you know, I was absolutely not expecting this grind to give me Wildhammer clan reputation, which I don't think is even useful in any way. So when it popped up in my chat log, I was like, oh, that's okay, whatever, you know. Pretty sure that faction is just as useless as Ravenholt. Little Blade Flurry when we pull both of them. Ooh, Scroll of Stamina. We can use that right away. And go over here. Distract you. Pickpocket. Look at that. 1,250 health. Not bad. Dead troll. 5 bubbles left on this, for this level up. How much is that? 58,000. We're at 43,000 out of 58,000 experience. I think the cave is probably clear now. We'll double back. Go outside. Kill some outside. Usually I think there's more troll spawns outside. Could maybe get one more of those, troll tusks. What are we at? 8 out of 10 on the troll tusks. Oh, there's a shadow caster over there. It's kind of far away, though. Whatever. We'll just hug close to the ogre mound. You know, if we go all the way over to that shadow caster, then we have to go all the way back. While we're fighting one guy, we can, like, slowly backpedal towards the next mob. Being, like, super efficient with your leveling is... I mean, the slowest thing you do when you level is moving between different objectives. So if you can figure out these, like, little ways to speed that up, like backpedaling while you're fighting one mob towards the next mob, it's good. It'll save you time if you get used to doing stuff like that. And over the very long journey of leveling a character from 1 to 60 in Classic World of Warcraft, you save a couple seconds on each mob. That adds up to a lot of time in the end. Oh, my potions are going away. This is actually the last of my potions here. I'm gonna have to craft more of them. Still need more of those troll tusks. I had a thought. What do you think about a rare token item that is acquired from difficult quests and or very rare world drop, BOP, and required for any trade or auction house action taken? I think if it's very rare or hard to get, then you only use it for... You only bother trading for very... I think it'd be kind of a weird implementation. It, like, maybe would, like, not really make sense. But if it was a very hard thing to get, you would only use it for, like, high-profile items. Or, like, rare or high-impact things. And I don't think, like, I'm trying to think of, like, what type of item I'd be willing to do that for. And it's like, if you make it hard to access the trading system, then it's like, well, do players also want to access the auction house? Like, do I have to put in one of those tokens to attempt to sell my item also? And then, like, you know, maybe the item doesn't sell in the listed time. Maybe you get the thing refunded if that happens. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think don't think making trading more difficult or time-consuming is really, though, something that would make it better. I think just not allowing trading. I know that's like a halfway between just not allowing trading or like allowing full trading is, you know, allow trading but have some kind of additional requirement or difficult thing. Like it just seems like if you're gonna restrict trading, you should probably just say no trading rather than say like we're gonna make trading much more difficult to accomplish. That would be my take. Keeping my eyes out for Covork, obviously. I would actually be so stoked if we saw Covork rare spawn and then we got Covork's rattle. That'd be crazy. Because that item is like actually like unusual and really special because it's such a slow weapon speed that's shared by like 2 or 3 other one-handed weapons in the entire game. That's how slow it is. A 3.0 speed one-handed weapon. I mean, there's a lot of two-handed weapons that are faster than it. Let's see. I'm trying to think if how many 3.0 speed weapons I can think of. There's Brushwood Blade. It's a one-handed sword. It comes from a Teldrassil quest, like level 5. Not really very good. And there's Covork's Rattle. Comes from this rare spawn that's right around here. And I don't know. I can't actually think of any others. Just those are the only 2 that come to mind. I could do like a quick Wowhead search, find if there are any more. They're dropping another set of world buffs if you're interested. Oh, when? Can I make it there in time to get the... Oh, shit. I can't get up that hill. Baudette, do you know what time the second set of world buffs is going out? Better head there 30 seconds earlier this time? Yeah, just slightly, just a little bit earlier this time. Basically, now they are all getting tribute buffs and then ZG dropping. I think we can only make it for an Onyxia buff in that case. Because if we want to get ZG, that means taking a Griffin all the way to Westfall. Yeah, I think when we see the ZG buff drop, or we hear that the ZG buff actually drops, then we'll just hit the Hearthstone to Stormwind. I think that'll be the plan. I appreciate the alert, Baudette. I appreciate that. I'll love having world buffs. Keep posting in the looking for group channel. See if I can. See if we're ever gonna find a dungeon group today. Male combat headguard? Shit. Stamina and spirit? Mine's not very good. Mine's also stamina and spirit. Stream lagging, or is it just... Oh shit, it's dropping a lot of frames right now. 31, 40... Oh shoot, let me see. Yeah, I'm reading dropped frames, and the dropped frame number is increasing currently. Small f, it's still going up. Still going up. Okay, let me go check on something. I will be... Let's just log out for safety. I'll be right back. See if I can figure out, like, if anyone else is using, like, a mad amount of internet. Well, wait, no. Now this... Never mind. This stopped, The dropped framed counter stopped going up. Someone's using the microwave. Yeah, they're sapping all the electricity available. 4371. Yeah, okay. Seems like it's stable now. It's not... the counter for dropped frames stopped going up, so I'm gonna stop worrying about it. Oh, someone in the hardcore looking for group channel said 430 and 432 for this next set of world buffs. 14 minutes? 14 minutes to ZG buff? Seven minutes. What did we leave with? Onyxia is first this time? What? Why would Onyxia be first? Oh my god. We have no way of making it there in time if they're doing Onyxia. Let me read what they said in looking for group chat. Yeah. Poison fell off, yeah, on my weapon. Okay, I gotta fix that. Yeah, I think we'll just try to get the Onyxia buff. It's too much hassle trying to, like, get repositioned for, What do you mean they're rebuffing for Cthulhu? Cthulhu is one attempt. I have the same world buffs that they got the first time. Do they not have... I mean, I've been playing the whole time. Like, they have 35 minutes left on their buffs also. How is that not... I don't understand why would they would need to rebuff for Cthulhu. That's all I'm saying. Full buffing the raid, DMT, Songflower, Oni, ZG. Oh, they're getting other ones. Go back in the cave. Felicity, what's up? Mana potion? No, thank you. We'll vendor that. There's a rogue in my AV with Drake Fang Talisman, Acuria, Band of Acuria, and Prestor's Talisman of Connivery. Hell yeah. That's a real rogue. Do they have Bloodfang shoulders also? Or maybe Bloodfang hood? Perhaps a Brutality blade, Viscag, or Perdition's blade? Heirlooms? Gross. Disgusting. Okay, T2 helm. That's another point in their favor. Oh, we got the last of the troll tusks, so we could try to go to the southeast, see if any of those mobs are appropriate level for us to even kill. See if we could get the Shadow Hunter knife to complete the troll quest here. Worth its weight in gold is the name of the quest. Okay, healing ward, just kill it, no problem. Ogre. Or we just hang out killing ogres for another, 5 minutes, and then we hearth and get our fresh Onyxia buff. Our dreams of getting Kovork's rattle seem to be dashed. We've been here for over an hour, and we haven't found Kovork a single time. I mean, most rare spawns are like 6+ hour respawns, so, that's not that unusual. Whoopsies. Well, whatever. Evasion. We're fine. Evasion, Blade Flurry, kill everyone. Didn't even need a potion. Bandage up real quick. 80 health per tick. So they're saying 430 for the Onyxia buff, and they're saying Onyxia first, then Zul'Gurub. And wait, buffs in 20 seconds? Is that true? No, not 20 seconds. These people in chat. Yeah, I'm sure Big Booty the gnome knows what's going on. I was about to panic Hearthstone. I mean, maybe. It sounds like they're buffing mid-raid, but just like, man, I'm here killing ogres. I still have 30 minutes on this buff. I'm not super concerned, and I'm pretty sure that this guy is just trolling. Because other people have given much more specific information that just makes it seem more reliable. Two bubbles left. Wonder if we can get this level up before the buff goes out. Be level 34. Oof, dead. What a surprise. One, guy says buff's going out in 20 seconds. He also said that you know, 1 minute ago, he said buffs going out. And before that, he said, you know, 15 seconds ago. Yeah, this guy has no idea what's going on. It's just spamming random buff times in the chat. Very attention-seeking behavior. Are y'all having a good day? I hope you guys watching the stream are having a good day. This part of the stream, you know, it's kinda chill. We are just grinding ogres. Hi Tires, new follower, thank you. Welcome to the stream. Later today we have Old War 25. That'll be more hype, you know. We'll pump some damage. Hopefully we can find a dungeon group in hardcore before then. That's what I was planning on today, but what I did not plan on is how difficult it is to find a dungeon group. I am slowly falling asleep over here in EU, yeah. Well, the VOD will be up on the YouTube, as always. It'll also be up on Twitch much sooner than it'll be up on YouTube. That's how it goes. Where's your dungeon content? The stream title says, "No more today, ? That's not a guarantee. When it says, "No more today, ? That's a, it could happen, it could not happen. I often throw on a Simon VOD to fall asleep to. Is that like, you're going for some, like, deep sleep learning? Like you're gonna inherit some insane rogue knowledge by listening to my soothing voice while you sleep? Or are you saying I'm incredibly boring, so boring that you will fall asleep to? I mean, you know, this could go one way or another. Why not both? Truth be told, this game isn't really that complicated. I was thinking, you know, I've somewhat, I haven't posted on my main YouTube channel for a couple of weeks now. And, like, for quite a while, I was posting one video a week. But I felt like, after a couple of weeks, the video quality started going down. Because I was just, like, posting a video even if I didn't really have something I was, like, enthusiastic about talking about. But now I'm, like, thinking of, okay, what other good video ideas could I have? And I was thinking of, like, can I make a video that's under 10 minutes? And basically the idea of the video is, like, 0 to hero on PvE Rogue. Like, assume someone knows nothing about Rogue and tell them all of the essential information in under 10 minutes. I think I could do that. I think that's possible. It might even be less than 10 minutes to get up to speed on all the basics of Rogue gameplay in PvE. I think kind of the point of the video in my mind would be people tend to overcomplicate Rogue gameplay. They're like, oh man, I've got to time my, you know, engineering explosives and my hyperspeed accelerator gloves, precisely. I've got to, like, wait till I have double berserking up before I press my hyperspeed accelerators, and then I've got to, you know, get killing spree in this precise window while this thing is up, but not when that thing is. And it's like, no, you really, like, all that, you know, it makes such a little difference, and then they, like, drop slice and dice for 2 seconds, and it's like, yep, well, you just deleted all the potential gain from all these, like, super minor optimizations, because you couldn't do this basic thing of maintain slice and dice properly. So I feel like people get so easily distracted by all this, like, weird, super minor optimizations, and they kind of, like, miss the big picture, actually important things to optimize. And I think there's a lot of knowledge that, like, to me is super obvious, but if I approach the video from the point of view of, like, okay, I'm gonna try to teach someone who knows literally nothing about Rogue what to do here, then from that approach, I'd probably nail a lot more of those, like, bits of information that seem obvious to me, but wouldn't be obvious to a new player. So I feel like most of my content's generally, like, aimed at more experienced players looking to optimize more. It's not, you know, really well aimed at new players looking to learn initially. So I think that's a good area I could expand the, like, YouTube video content into. What do you guys think? Do you think like a zero to hero type of rogue guide would be an interesting video to watch? Press Mutilate, Press Envenom, Assassination Rogue is 2 buttons, and you top the meters. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do tonight in Ulduar 25, man. we're gonna go in. It's a different GDKP group than I usually play with. That's just because my usual group is canceled for Mother's Day. So I found another group. There's a group I don't usually play with, so I'm looking to, you know, make a good impression. You know, I don't know what the, like, average player quality is in the raid I'm joining. You know, I don't know if I'm just gonna trounce everyone on the meter, or if there's gonna be some, like, close competition, or what it's gonna look like. But, you know, put my best foot forward, do my best to embarrass everyone else in the raid. But, you know, be humble about it. We're gonna try to do, what I'm trying to say is, we're gonna do our best to do a fuckload of damage. Biggest improvement and rule number 1 is get a decent hat. True. I agree with that. Having a variety of hats, like different hats for different moods also, different hats for different activities. Like, you gotta have the right hat for the job. That's important. Oh, wait, it's now 4:33. I think, I forgot about those buffs dropping, and, we didn't get them. Oh well. When will you be getting decent hats for your own improvement? As soon as I can afford the, what is it, like, $200 to $300, you know, made-to-order, beaver pelt stovepipe top hat made by that one California company. Then I can become Abraham Lincoln once I have that hat. Buffs have not dropped yet. Oh, shit. Wait, is that for real? You have to choose one, be a Twitch streamer or be able to afford that hat. Look, the idea is try to be a good enough Twitch streamer that I can do both. Got the junk box. Really close to this level up. I've been posting 33 Rogue looking for Gnomer or Razorfen Crawl. Pretty soon we're gonna have to post level 34 Rogue looking for Gnomer or Razorfen Crawl. I mean, is it this very mob? No. No, this isn't going to be it. This is 412, so we need 188 experience off of this guy. I don't think we're getting that much off of one. Or no, this is level 33. This is probably it. There we go. Okay, now I'll just Hearthstone. Wait, slash target Kovork. Target KOV. Target Krovok. Krov. No, okay. I was just trying to slash target to see if the rare spawn was up before I Hearthstoned out of here. We gotta get some rogue training. It's a big ding. Maybe we'll go down to Stranglethorn Vale after this. We're high enough level that we should be able to do a fair number of quests. Like, Stranglethorn's got a big level range of the quests there. So, like, I don't want to go to Stranglethorn Vale, like, right at the very first level. Because it's like, you'll get to do, I don't know, 3 quests, and then you'll have to bail out because you can't do anything else. It'd be way better if you, you know, you get at least to the mid-level for the zone, and then start doing the quest. So you can do at least a decent number of quests before you have to bail out. Up to 33 gold. We are not on pace to get our mount at 40. I'm gonna have to do some serious thinking about what different activities I need to do to be able to generate more gold while leveling up. Okay, metal stave, get rid of that. 42 copper. Mulgore spice bread, deathweed, goodbye. Crude pocket watch, no sir. Wool cloth, coarse snuff. Mana potion. Male combat, raptor egg, raptor hide. Hardened leather belt, carved ivory bone. We're keeping the blinding powder because we're going to go train blind in a hot second here. Put this in the bag. Still have 32 greater healing potions. Okay. That's a lot. Okay, let's go to the bank. Can't mailbox. This is hardcore. We're expecting an Onyxia buff here any second. Can't wait to farm Edge Masters for 10 plus levels. Dude, Edge Masters... I think, like, a world drop like that, you can't, like, intentionally farm it. Or, like, in the way you can intentionally farm most things. Because it's just like a super minor drop chance off of any mob of the appropriate level. Okay, let's look at what potions I want to make. I want to make agility. I want to make fortitude. I want to make ogre strength, defense, and troll's blood. Troll's blood is bruiseweed and briarthorn. Bruiseweed, I can make 5 of those because I'm limited on the bruiseweed. Okay, that's fine. Then defense, I only have 5 steel bloom. So I can either use a defense elixir, use it to make defense elixir, or use it to make fortitude elixir. I think I go with defense because then I can also use the gold thorn as another limiting factor I've got here. Oh wait, but the strangle kelp is double limiting also. I only have 7 strangle kelp. And I need it for... Okay, 5 strangle kelp plus 5 gold thorn makes 5 agilities. Which means I'm going to have 2 strangle kelps left over for defense. Yeah, so then I make 2 defense elixirs and 3 fortitudes. I'm making this way more complicated than it needs to be. But I think I've figured it all out now. There we go. I've selected the exact herbs to maximize my useful potion creation. I feel like doing it during that entire level range won't be a huge loss, just in case. What are you planning to farm, Dustin? For, like, what kind of mob? Like, is there a specific mob you're, like, trying to kill that you think is going to give you better odds for edgies, or what? Fellwood bears? Well, good luck to you, sir. That's what I say. That sounds tough. Alright, we'll create 5 of these. And 5 ogre strength elixirs. This one, I think, is deceptively good. I think this is a really good potion. And I would also say that I'd guess most people don't recognize how much this actually heals you for over time. Make 5 of those. Don't you know you have to have death equals delete in stream title to draw in views? Wait, what do I have? Hardcore class. Yeah, dude, it says hardcore. Do people not know that? Fine. I'll change it. Death equals delete. Rogue leveling 34 plus. No more today, question mark. Okay, I changed the stream title autoclaved. I expect my view count to at least double. Okay? And if it doesn't, you're banned. Just kidding. Big Blizzard announcement in title. Dude, that announcement, if you ask me, was kind of a letdown. Like, it was hyped up for, like, over a week beforehand. And they, like, barely told us anything that wasn't, like, expected already. It's like, yeah, like, we already data mined that there's official hardcore servers. And, like, okay, you can duel to the death. Great. I guess. Oh, there's the buff just went out. Look at that. We're back up to 2 hours. We just finished making all of our potions. So let's go over to the rogue trainer. But every streamer milked it? Yeah, I know. It's like... I'm a bit conflicted on this. Because it's like... I understand this is what it takes to succeed on YouTube, is to overhype everything to draw in clicks. Like, every like successful streamer like overhypes that kind of thing. Like this announcement is a perfect example. And it's like, I don't want to be disingenuous with like how big of like, this isn't a huge announcement. This isn't changing Classic forever. This isn't the future of Classic. Like, I've seen these thumbnails that they're just like, and video titles of like reacting to the announcement, and it's like, I don't know. It seems disingenuous to me, and I don't want to do that, but I also, at the same time, I recognize that, like, that gets more clicks, it gets more views, and it's how you be successful on YouTube. Alright, Eviscerate, no thank you. I don't really use that. Sprint rank 2? Yeah, okay. None of that. Blinding Powder. Well, we already have 8 from pickpocketing stuff. Do we really need to spend a gold 26 to learn how to turn our Fade Leaf into Blinding Powder? I don't think so. But at 36, we're going to get new instant poison. That's actually big. We do need to train blind. Okay, what keybind is going to be for blind? It's not that. Probably Shift 5. Shift R is for Adrenaline Rush once we finally get it. Frickdal says, you mean to Sarth something? No, I don't mean Sarth. I mean a lot of YouTube creators do this. No reason to single out Sarth. Okay. What are we looking at here? Got a lot of our potions good to go. Oof, we got a new one here. I'm running out of... Hang on. Interface, action bars, show right action bar. Okay, we're gonna move the potions. Agility... Defense. There. Potions can go over there now. Let's see if we can go to Stranglethorn Vale. Where should we fly to if we want to go to Stranglethorn? Westfall, I think. Well, actually, it seems like both of these are almost identical distance. See, did I forget anything in town? Just double checking. I still have a bunch of silk cloth, which I could just vendor. We have 48. And maybe we turned it into bandages. If we're going to ZG, Stranglethorn Vale. If we're going to Stranglethorn Vale, it means we're probably going to be killing a lot of beasts. And we're not going to have a good, like, income of getting more cloth. So I'll save the, like, excess cloth. Turn it into bandages, because we're probably gonna not have a lot more coming in recently. A Social Cynic coming in with a Prime sub. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate your Prime sub. Hope you're enjoying it. Doggo Ware says Skinsk. Sky NXX. The doggo is not here. Well, I mean, it's here today, but the dog doesn't really care about me unless I'm about to feed the dog. A Social Cynic says, oh. So. Here's the thing, when you interact with someone, it's incredibly rude to have, especially your opening comment, be implying, suggesting, or flat out stating that the person you're interacting with has some kind of neurological disorder or mental disability. So, I don't... You know, the fact that you gave me a Prime subscription, I appreciate that. But you're still going to get timed out for, implying I have a mental disability. That's rude and stupid. Yeah, there's no Alliance flight point in Badlands. There is a Horde one. There's one Horde town. But there's not too much going on for Alliance in there. Maybe I could have made it all the way to that ZG buff. I just assumed I wouldn't be able to make it there in time, so I just didn't really think about rushing over to the ZG buff after Onyxia dropped. Oh well. Alright, we're headed to Stranglethorn Vale now. Is this just a classic server or a special one for hardcore? It is a classic era server. There's nothing special about the server. It's Bloodsail Buccaneers, which is a role-playing server on the North American realms. It just happens to be the server that the hardcore community chose to congregate on. Get the Booty Bay flight point for the next buffs. Ooh, I don't want Mage Roll. I have way too much Mage Roll. Yeah, Booty Bay might be a better point than Stormwind. But thus far I've been too low level to safely make the trip all the way to the south of Booty Bay. Or south of Stranglethorn Vale. Because it's like, the southern half of Stranglethorn is like level 36, 37, 38 mobs. Like, now we could probably make that run now that we're level 34. Oh, I also have an extra talent point I didn't spend yet. So right now we've got Sinister Strike, Deflection, Precision, Repost, Dual Wield, and Blade Flurry. Ooh, what's this? It's another Mage Royal. Dude, I don't want Mage Royal. So we can't progress down to Weapon Expertise. That's like a big prize. That's like a big talent. Aggression we can't get either. That's like not as good, but it's good. So we're going to take Sword Specialization here. And we'll try to get max ranks of Sword Spec. Even though we don't have 2 swords right now, we have a sword and a dagger. So it's not like really great for Sword Spec. But certainly by the time we're level 40... we'll do Scarlet Monastery and we'll do Razorfen Downs. And each of those dungeons has a quest reward, blue quality sword. And we'll definitely pick those up. And we'll definitely be using double swords by the time we're level 40. Or by the time we complete those 2 dungeon quests. Here's another Bruiseweed. Defias Nightblade. You gonna aggro me when I pick this flower? Apparently not. There we go. Swift Thistle in Mage Roll? Yeah, I mean, I also have a lot of excess of Swift Thistle, and I use it for only one thing, which is making Thistle Tea. As you're a rogue, I have a question, please. As a rogue, you need 9% hit, but you also have plus weapon skill and talents. If I take that, will I need only 6% hit, please? If so... with 5 hit talents in combat, will I only need 1 hit on gear? If you're talking about... the weapon skill works differently in Classic Era and, Wrath of the Lich King. So, I'm going to assume you're talking about Classic Era. And I'm trying to remember, because it's been such a long time since I looked at the weapon skill formula. If you can get to at least... wait, what was that? There was a flower there. I'm pretty sure this is the way it works. If you can get to at least 305 weapon skill, so plus 5 weapon skill, then that will reduce your, hit cap. From 9 down to 6. However, hit is just a good stat. So, like, the cap that you're talking about is for your special abilities. But if you get more hit chance than that, that's totally fine, because it's still going to increase your damage output, because it's going to increase the amount of auto attacks that are successful, which are actually the majority of your oh, wow, it was right there. I didn't see it. The auto attacks are the majority of your damage. So you really shouldn't think about limiting your hit to only 6% or only 9%. Like, you're probably going to have a lot more than that. And you should be able to get to at least 305 weapon skill, either through weapon expertise talent, if you're doing swords, fists, or daggers, or like mace specialization gives you mace skill. So like, you'll be at 305 as a rogue. And that'll be good. Over here's Bruiseweed. Okay, we gotta zoom the map in. Where the hell is the... there it is. I think it's like halfway in the ground. Bruiseweed's usually a super tall herb. Just a little detour to pick up some flowers. It's very important. Good. Now we continue on our way to Stranglethorn Vale. Let's see. It's about 5 p.m. now. We got Ulduar at 8, so that's another 3-ish hours. Hi, Simon. Nice cow. Wait, what cow? What are you talking about? Nax, how's it going? Anyway, since we're done with whatever we're doing in Arathi Highlands, we're going on to Stranglethorn Vale. I'd figure this is a good place for me to, like, split up the VOD for, the YouTube upload. So I'm going to redo a YouTube intro for you guys. If you want to say hi to the YouTube frogs, now is your chance.